Now, with a journey to one of the most extraordinary places on the planet, it bills itself as the polar bear capital of the world, and they're all watching there as a way of life is disappearing faster than ever. Our chief environmental affairs correspondent, Ann Thompson, has just returned from a trek to a remote area in northern Canada to get a first-hand look at what's happening to these iconic animals.
This 10-month-old polar bear cub practices his ice-breaking skills on the tundra near Churchill, Canada. Skills he'll need on the sea ice to catch seals, ice that is disappearing in our warming world.
He doesn't seem very afraid of us.
He doesn't. He doesn't seem very afraid of us at all.
But Dr. Steve Amstrup, chief scientist of Polar Bears International, says the greenhouse gases we are putting into the atmosphere threaten the cub's future, even though today the polar bear population runs as high as 25,000 in the Arctic.
Liken it to the passengers on the Titanic. Didn't matter how many people were on the Titanic or how well they were doing. When the Titanic slipped beneath the waves and they lost their habitat, that was it. Polar bears will also go away because of their dependence on the sea ice.
Sea ice is where they hunt seals. The ice melt season used to start in mid-July. Now it's late June, forcing the polar bears onto land around the town of Churchill, where there are no seals to eat. Here, polar bears are tourist bait, even though the bear population fell 22% in 2 decades.
The melt season here in Churchill now lasts 30 days longer than just 30 years ago. As a result, polar bears like this mother and cub that you see behind me, they now must spend an extra month on land, and researchers say that puts the species at risk.
Yeah, they're going at it.
Dr. Amstrup says a longer melt season shortens the bears' time on the ice to catch seals.
These bears are feeding less. They come ashore earlier at lower body weight. And the result is that they produce smaller cubs that don't survive as well.
On the tundra, scientists rank the bears on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is starving, 5 is obese.
Right now, most of these bears we're seeing are somewhere around the 2 to 3, which is what you'd expect from a bear that hasn't eaten for 4 months.
This cub got a chunk of ice, sharpening his survival skills in a rapidly changing environment. Ann Thompson, NBC News, Churchill, Canada.